But that is not going to be the case. At position number 7 in our countdown is Western Quadrature. With the Western Quadrature, Planet X will be further away from the Sun and at a good distance ahead of us. The reason that Western Quadrature is number 7 is that if Planet X is a comet-like object or a small constellation, whatever is trailing behind it will mostly miss the Earth altogether. At position number 6 in our countdown is Superior Conjunction. Even though a superior conjunction puts Planet X on the far side of the Sun, an old saying applies: what goes around comes around. Yes, we'll eventually orbit into residual parts of the Planet X debris field and tail if it has one. And this brings us to number 5 in our countdown. At position number 5 is Eastern Quadrature. Even though an Eastern Quadrature flyby puts Planet X behind us, this position ranks number 5 because it represents the first truly hazardous electrical kill zone flyby point. This is because Planet X will activate the Sun electrically, and the surface of the Sun with the strongest activity will rotate towards the Earth. This brings us to number 4 in our countdown. At number 4 in our countdown is Greatest Western Elongation. With Planet X at a greater western elongation position when it enters the electrical kill zone, Earth will be closing in from behind upon whatever Planet X happens to be dragging along with it. In this case, imagine Earth as a racehorse that gets a late start out of the gate, but then charges to the front of the pack. If so, what awaits Earth at the finish line? If Planet X has a tail, crossing the line will mean that Earth will be pelted with meteorite showers plus other nasties. Worse yet, in the event Planet X turns out to be a small constellation, that means that position number 4 in our countdown is the first to present us with the true risk of an extinction level event. This brings us to number 3 in our flyby countdown. At position 3 we have the Greatest Eastern Elongation. A Greatest Eastern Elongation flyby is more likely to put the Earth in the crosshairs of a catastrophic solar storm. This is because Planet X will activate a region of the Sun, which will then rotate in our direction. The result will be an increase in electrical kill zone threats to the Earth. While the threat levels for a comet-like object or a mini-constellation remain unchanged from the number 4 position in our countdown, a Greater Eastern Elongation flyby increases the electrical threat of an asteroid-like object flyby significantly. This brings us to number 2 in our countdown. At position number 2 in our countdown is opposition. Even though Planet X and most of its debris field, and tail if it has one, will be further away from the Sun than the Earth, an opposition flyby will literally put Earth in a direct line-of-sight position between Planet X and the Sun. As Planet X enters the electrical kill zone, Earth will suffer heavily in the crosshairs of what will surely be an electrical duel of the Titans. And this brings us to number 1 in our countdown. And finally, at position number 1 in our countdown is inferior conjunction. We can only pray that Planet X does not enter the electrical kill zone while it is in an inferior conjunction to Earth. For if it is a comet-like object or a small constellation, we're looking at the very real possibility of an ELE, an Extinction Level Event, where up to 90% of the species now living on Earth go extinct. For more in-depth information, an ebook with a transcript of this program plus a detailed technical briefing is available. Published in several popular ebook formats, you can learn more about it and other 2012 and Planet X related topics at yowza.com. That is YOWUSA.com. Until the next time we meet, please remember Marshall's motto: destiny comes to those who listen, and fate finds the rest. So learn what you can learn, do what you can do, and never give up hope.